Hi folks, and welcome to another video with me, Pritesh Patel. You can get me on Twitter, Pritesh Patel 9. In this video, I'm going to give you a quick overview on how to get started with SEO. The reason why I'm doing this video is purely because I often get a lot of marketers who request SEO services, and I'm very much an advocate for controlling SEO in-house, primarily because us in the construction industry, SEO is something that is very slow moving. It's not as dynamic as you would see in the mortgage industry or the finance industry or the mobile telecoms industries, where things are very much fast moving. In construction, things are very slow, and it's very much like the industry, it's very much like the supply chain. Things take a while to gain traction. So it's very much about how to get started and what are the things that you need to do before you maybe approach a SEO agency or even a digital specialist like moi, on some of the things that you could do before you approach and understand where you're currently at with SEO. There's no point going to an agency going, hey, we need help with SEO. Everybody wants help with SEO, but every business is different, every website is different, and everyone has different capabilities and different budgets. So what are the first initial steps that you can take? The first one is CMS capability. I got an inquiry not too long ago where a company said, hey Pritesh, we'd like some help with SEO, and I said, hey, fine, let me have a quick look at your CMS. And I logged into the content management system for the website, and they had zero capability of doing any form of optimization on their website. What did this mean? This meant that they had to go back to their development agency and get that functionality built into their website. How much did that cost? £4,500. It meant that before they can even do any SEO, they had to pay initial amount to even enable them to do it. So there was an upfront investment that was required. Not only an ongoing investment in fixing things on the website, content production, training, they had to invest that money to enable them to do that anyway. The question I asked was, well, why wasn't that built into the content management system when you had the site developed? But unfortunately at that time the client was too naive to even ask that question, and developers probably didn't even want to add that in anyway, or they weren't a developer that was knowledgeable in SEO. So the first thing is CMS capability. Do you even have the functionality in your content management system to do any SEO? Yes, move on to the next bits. No, pre-prepared to pay some money to have that functionality built in. So let's assume you've logged in, you're able to amend the metadata, page titles, meta descriptions, even some of the headings on pages, H1s and H2s. Let's assume that you are able to do that, and your content management system allows you to do that. You want to then just have a quick look at your current web architecture. Is the architecture of your site well organized? Is there a clear hierarchy? Is there, everything's grouped into folders? So your navigation, you will have an about section where everything will be located within that folder. You'll have your products, your services, case studies, everything all located. I've seen some sites that have been built and structured like this, where everything is on one level. From a search engine optimization point of view, you will need to re-architect your site. You will need to redevelop your site to become a little bit more hierarchical in folders and with set structure. Again, what this means is you will have to pay some money to have it re-architectured, pages moved, URL changes, redirects put into place, which can be complex depending on the size of your site. So if your site is like this, and you'll be able to very quickly see if you view your homepage and then click on some other pages, if your URLs show homepage, and then you clearly see /about us, and then you click into another page within there and it's about us manufacturing, for example, you've got the right architecture. But if you see that it's homepage about us /about us or /case studies, and then you don't see, when you click into a case study, you don't see /case studies /case study name, that will tell you that you've got this sort of architecture. A little bit complex, but hopefully not too difficult for you to understand your current website architecture. You should already know this anyway. The third point is current visibility. What are you currently ranking well for? And you probably be able to dig this information out of your Google Analytics account, or even your Google Webmaster Tools / Search Console account. Have a quick look at what people are currently searching for that find your website. You'll probably find that 90-95% of your keywords are all branded, hence why you want to do SEO in the first place, which is to get in front of people who don't know your brand, who don't know your company name or your products, product brands. That's where SEO comes into place. So just have a quick look, get familiar with what keywords people are currently finding, using to find your website. The fourth point is, what do you want to rank for? So that's tied into point number 3. What do you want to rank for? And you need to be a little bit intelligent about this. I once had a brick manufacturer. What do you want to rank for? Bricks. Now, don't get me wrong, but no shit, Sherlock. We all know you want to rank for bricks, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure that your audience or your customer or your prospect is a little bit more intelligent enough to not have to search for just bricks. Maybe they're searching for red bluff, rounded corner bricks. Maybe they're searching for different types of textures, different types of looks, feels. Maybe they're searching for bricks for a certain type of building. Be a little bit more intelligent about what you actually want to rank for. From a brand perspective, you want to answer this one question. What would you Google yourself? Ask yourself this question. What would you Google if you didn't know your company name? Okay, think about that for a second. It's a little bit difficult. I ask this question on my training sessions, and I sometimes get a 20-30 second pause where people are thinking about, what would I Google to find the company that I'm working for? And that is exactly what you want to be SEOing your homepage for. Your homepage shouldn't be just, the page title shouldn't be just home. It should be titled very cleverly, aimed at those who are likely to search for your company but having not known what your company name is. An example of that is manufacturer of timber products for roofing. Or a roofing timber product manufacturer, or a decking product manufacturer, or an insulation product manufacturer, or a different specific type of insulation. I could go on forever, but that's where you want to be SEOing for. That should be your core brand SEO term. The fifth point is, before you approach anyone and how to get started, is learn what Google wants to see. Familiarize yourself with accessibility factors. Learn about speed. And I'm not saying go away and learn the absolute ins and outs, but just go away and do your own little bit of homework. Read lots of sources. SEO Moz has got lots of great posts. HubSpot breaks it down into a very simple terminology and easy to understand information. It can get a little bit technical, so read lots of different sources. Search Engine Land is another good one. Learn about speed. Learn about how mobile is becoming very, very more an important factor in SEO. And user experience, absolutely huge. User experience is becoming more and more important in SEO. Do people like using your website? The content on your website, is it easy to read? Do people share that information? All of these things all now fall under this SEO bracket. If you're going to any specialist or any agency going keywords, Your understanding of SEO is 1990s. Things have moved on, and I think that's the biggest point, is where I get a lot of inquiries, and my first thought is, just spend half an hour just reading about SEO, how it's moved on, and what Google and Bing and Yahoo want to see from a good website, a good web page, good content, and all of these factors here. I can't stress that more enough. But let me just quickly recap. CMS capability. This will determine whether you want to do SEO or not. If you haven't got the capability, how much is it going to cost to have the capability built in? Some companies may not be able to afford it. Some companies, it might be easier just to scrap everything and start from scratch. If it's going to cost you $5,000 to have SEO functionality built in because you've got some bespoke content management system, you're probably best off starting from scratch, to be honest. What's your current website architecture? Have a good architecture. Have a clear idea of what this sitemap looks like. What's your current visibility? Do a few searches for your products, services. Maybe your competitors are way ahead of you and you've got to play catch up big time. Again, you might not have the budget or the resources or the time to play catch up. Unfortunately, it's one of those things where you're out of the game for too long. Your competitors are way ahead. They've spent a lot of money and time and effort on SEO. You're just going to have to, really be aggressive with SEO, but your budget may not allow it. Then, unfortunately, you're going to have to maybe think about some other tactics. What do you want to rank for? Think about your keywords, specialize, focus yourself on positioning. Really focus on positioning. If you know that you're not going to rank well for a certain type of keyword, think longer tail. Maybe you need a blog to focus some content pieces on what specific niches, specific specialties. The volume of those search terms, like I said in many other videos, might be very small, but the quality of that traffic will be very high. Always bear that in mind. And learn, constantly learn. SEO is always evolving, and if you want to do SEO and you're going to be wanting to do SEO in-house rather than pay a monthly fee for somebody else to do it, and to be honest, it's not very difficult anyway. But it's about just making sure that the website is structure is maintained, you're consistent in how you publish content and how you upload that content, how you tag things, how you title things, and also about housekeeping, keeping things tidy as well. So hopefully that's enough information. I know there's a lot that I've got in that 12 minutes, but hopefully it's enough to get you started, to get you to a point where you then engage in further discussions with an SEO specialist or an SEO agency about what you need to do in order to improve your search visibility and search traffic. It's very much, I'm an advocate of bringing that knowledge in-house and doing content production and content idea generation in-house. You're the ones, you marketers are the ones that are closest to the products, to your audience, and the knowledge within your business. So SEO should really be managed in-house. Don't really focus. Get external help and assistance to ensure that your architecture is maintained and the technicalities of the website meets Google's guidelines, but the rest of the what people search for, what you want to be found for, the positioning of your products, the positioning of your business really should be determined in-house and by your overall marketing strategy anyway. So hopefully that's been useful. Any questions on SEO, do tweet me, Pritesh Patel 9. I'm on Twitter. Connect with me on LinkedIn. Send me an email. However you do it, write a letter. Get it in. I'm quite happy to help you move forward with your construction website.